And now this very special story. Almost 1 year ago, on March 29, 2017, Baytown Police Officer Robert Ramlal, number 153, was attacked and bitten numerous times by a vicious pit bull while on duty. Tonight at the Baytown City Council meeting, Officer Ramlal was awarded the Law Enforcement Purple Heart, presented to him by Baytown Police Chief Keith Daugherty. This report also includes a very special interview with Officer Ramlal as he tells his story.
It's a great honor to make this presentation. Officer Ramlal, please come forward. You can turn and face your vast viewing audience for that. Anyway, many of you know Officer Ramlal from his years of patrolling your streets and keeping you all safe. And I'm glad that he chose to come back to full duty, which he's in full duty right now, back to work. But back on March 29th of 2017, while responding to a theft call, Officer Ramlal and his partner contacted two subjects and attempted to take them into custody. And while trying to remove a female subject from a vehicle, he was viciously attacked by a large dog belonging to the suspect, which leapt from the vehicle. He was severely bitten numerous times, forcing Officer Ramlal to use deadly force against the animal. His left hand was severely injured, requiring extensive surgery and treatment. I think you had about 3 surgeries on it. And it was a big concern about how much dexterity he'd have in it, but he worked very hard to come back to us. But in recognition of his bravery and willingness to risk his life in the service of the citizens of Baytown, Officer Robert Ramlal is hereby awarded the Police Purple Heart.
Welcome back. We appreciate you. Chief, would you guys scoot over this way a little bit? Chief.
You did.
Scoot over this way. All of you. All of you.
I thought she was trying to get me out of the picture. You're welcome.
Officer, what's your title?
Patrol officer.
Patrol officer. Okay. How long have you been with the force?
10 years.
10 years. And always with the City of Baytown?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, what made you want to get into the force?
Well, I want to serve my community. I want to get a job that I'll be able to do some good in the world. Of course, have good benefits, take care of my family, and just go out and contribute to society.
Has it always been something you wanted as a child, or do you think it's something that as you got older you said, you know what, I think I want to be an officer?
I started off in the automotive field. I was in automotive technology in high school. My dad's a mechanic, so I started off there. And along the way, I changed it up, started doing corrections. I worked at the halfway house, worked in the jail downtown, and security, and got on the time. No, I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I was raised out here in Houston.
And so you decided to do it for the city of Baytown?
Yes.
Let's talk about what happened to you while you are receiving this Purple Heart. Take me back to that day.
Well, it was March 29, 2017. We responded to, at the time, it was a robbery in progress. It was actually a shoplifter that was being combative with one of the employees, and I was maybe less than a mile away off Texas Avenue, the Dollar General up North Alexander. I got there maybe within 30 seconds, and I observed the male employee wrestling with the male suspect. I get out the car, go ahead and detain him in handcuffs. My partner, he pulls up. We get him detained in the car. So at the time we're trying to determine whether or not there's any other suspects involved in the crime. And I was informed that a female that was involved in the crime, she was sitting in a Yukon in the parking lot. So go make contact with the female after step out. That way we could try to investigate what's going on. And she was not being cooperative. She didn't want to unlock her door. She didn't want to roll her window down. She didn't want to comply at all. So we threatened to shatter the window to get her out the vehicle. And at this time, she unlocked the door. So go in and reach her, try to pull out the vehicle, and she starts to resist or pull away. So at this time, once I get out the vehicle, the dog comes out of nowhere from the back seat. The vehicle is heavily tinted. The dog didn't bark. No kind of signs that the dog was even in there. So at this time, the dog comes around and bites me on my left thigh. At this time, I'm trying to get my gun out and shoot the dog, because I know how vicious pit bulls are. Get tripped up by the dog gets on top of me, bites my left forearm, transfers to my left hand and off his jaw into my hand, and just starts to maul me. So at this point, I just take my gun out and shoot 4 times, and 3 hit the dog, 1 hit my hand. And at this point, the dog, was now deceased, and the female, she was in the parking lot. At the time I got up, and I realized my hand, was severely injured. My finger was flailed in the wind, blood was gushing out. So me and my left hand.
So you lost it?
Yes, yeah, I lost the first third of my finger.
So you were full-on wrestling with this dog.
Yeah, it was a 65-pound pit bull.
What was going through your mind at that time? I mean, you had this dog biting your leg, latching onto your hand.
I tried to get it off me. I mean, I know how much damage they can do. Time just get it off me.
At any point in time, were you thinking worse? I mean, I can only imagine.
Well, any call we deal with is a potential that we can get severely injured or even killed in the line of duty. So it's always the potential for that type of threat. But at the moment, my main focus was getting the dog off of me, and just scan the area and make sure with any additional threats, anyone with weapons or anything like that, they may come and attack me from a different angle.
Something obviously you didn't see coming.
No, definitely not. The majority of the time, whenever we deal with anyone, traffic stops, call for service, for the majority of the time we look out for people, wash their hands, make sure they're not grabbing a weapon. But a lot of times we don't think about animals, first mind, unless we have that audible signal, hear a dog barking or something like that of that nature.
And so when you finally wrestled the dog off of you by shooting it and killing it to save your life, how did you react then? Did you see blood? What was the next?
It was pretty much shock. I mean, I'm in pain. I see how bad, my finger is pretty much mangled, my hand is mangled, my forearm is gushing out blood. At the time, survival instincts kick in. I got on the radio, informed dispatch what's going on, shots fired, informed them I'm injured. I have a tourniquet right here. We have really good training here in Baytown, so training kicks in. So I take my tourniquet off and put my tourniquet on, try to stop the bleeding. At the time, I have my fellow officer there to help me out. Secure the scene, try to help me stop the bleeding.
Wow, so your training was still, even though you were bleeding, like you said, blood gushing out, you were still like in survival mode.
Yes.
Wow. When you finally got a chance to take it all in, were you in the hospital? Did you talk to your family then? What happened?
Well, my partner, we're really good friends, so at the time I informed him to notify my wife, let her know what's going on. I wasn't able to be life-fived that day because it started to rain. For safety reasons, they had to transport me downtown to Herman in the ambulance. So I went to Herman, and later on that day I had my first surgery.
And so what are the extent of your damages? Obviously you lost a portion of your finger.
Yes, I had several different abrasions, lacerations to my leg, my forearm, my hand. Had several tendon in 2 different places, fractured finger, muscle, nerve, other bone damage. The tip of my finger, the bone was crushed, so they had to amputate it. They couldn't save it. And I had 3 surgeries in the year 2017 to help me get enough mobility in my hand, strength in my hand to be able to return to duty.
You've been through a lot. And it's crazy. I mean, now you have that reminder there that day.
Yeah, it's always going to be there, but everything happens for a reason.
Congratulations, Officer Ramlal.